Hello everyone, Dr. Demetrios Kydonieus, chiropractic nutritionist, and we're going to talk about allergies or hyperimmune sensitivities or systemic insensitivities and how they occur, and a natural technique that works really good at clearing them out that does not require drugs, supplements, or even getting adjusted. It's based on acupuncture and homeopathy and using a cold laser. So we're throwing kind of two old-fashioned, very ancient medicine techniques in there with a modern technique, a class 4 cold laser of stimulating specific points, no needles involved, and we can actually get you well. So let's just discuss real quickly how or what is a hypersensitivity reaction versus a true allergy. Now, medically speaking, a true allergy is what's called an antibody antigen reaction. That's where a foreign substance gets put into your bloodstream where it doesn't belong, and your immune system cells, kind of like a Pac-Man, go waka waka waka, and they find it, they get it out of there so that it stops causing damage. And to prevent it from causing damage in the future even quicker, your body creates something called an antibody. The foreign invader, or the protein, the bee venom, or the tree pollen, is what's called the antigen, right? So now we have an actual immune reaction that occurs when you get exposed to this foreign substance, or it gets on your skin, in your stomach, and then into your bloodstream. You know, if you have a peanut allergy, and all of a sudden you can't breathe because you're having histamines and cytokines and leukotrienes being released, causing basically anaphylaxis. You're getting heart spasms, and you're having trouble breathing. You need a shot of adrenaline, and you got to head that off, or that's a life-threatening condition. Okay, you can have a more common allergy like hay fever, or like an allergy to soy, where you eat it and you break out in hives and you get itchy, or an allergy to a medicine like penicillin. You get an injection and you start to get funny feelings in your lips. You get itchy and tingly all over because they injected the drug right into your bloodstream, and your immune system's just gobbling it up and doesn't like it. So that's a true immune-mediated response. It has an energy component, can be affected by what I do with this advanced inflammatory elimination technique. We can't say it gets it totally under control, but it definitely can get it where it's manageable. We've seen peanut allergy people not go into anaphylaxis or need an adrenaline shot when they eat peanut butter. And we've been able to help a lot of people if they start with this technique and they do some of the other things that we do in here using nutrition response testing and chiropractic care. So let's talk about a hyper reaction that's an acquired reaction via a nervous system / chemical irritation. So the classic thing I see as a chiropractor is you're in your car, you're driving down the road, you're eating some Doritos corn chips or some no-name corn chips. Don't want Doritos to get mad at me here, but you're eating corn chips. You're driving down, you got your vanilla bean air freshener hanging off the rear view mirror there. All of a sudden the person in front of you slams on their brakes. Immediately your eyes open up, you go into what's called sympathetic fight or flight mode. Your parasympathetic, your healing and rest system, has to temporarily shut off so that energy can be shunted to your muscles so you can react and steer the car and get away from the impending danger that's about to damage your body. As a human, we're all experiencing a flood of emotions right now. We're feeling fear, nervousness, apprehension, frustration, frustration from lack of control, confinement. All these different emotions are going to be being cataloged by our limbic system in our brain, and your brain is pairing those emotional states with the physical state of your muscles, with the corn chips that are in your mouth, the presence of corn in other words. It's also pairing the strong scent of the vanilla bean air freshener, and your body posture's being logged. So now all of a sudden, even though you're hitting your brakes, you're trying to steer, you can't do it, and boom, you smack into the car in front of you. Your seatbelt restrains you, but your head still bobbles around. Your low back actually whips a little bit in the seat. And if you have a severe enough collision, after that instance of hyper reaction, hypermobile kind of movements and where you're actually tearing ligaments and muscles, you're subluxating vertebra, pinching nerves in your neck and your low back, that later on after the accident are going to cause you headaches, stomach ache, neck pain, tingling maybe in your fingers, maybe pain in your back going down your leg, maybe constipation or diarrhea would even be related to the pinched nerve signs. But the other thing that happens is the accident was too abrupt. You hit it hard enough to set off your airbag. The airbag explodes into your face and pins you against the seat for about a second or two. And in that moment of going from all over the place to being slammed back against the seat, you're again immobilized. You lose all control because you're physically impinged by the airbag. You're feeling trapped, suffocated, anxious. Again, I can't do anything. I can't resist. The car is bigger than me. Accident's over. You aren't even thinking about the corn chips or the vanilla bean air freshener. You come to me, Dr. D, you want to get your neck fixed because you got this terrible pain down your arms, your low back is hurting, you got pain in your butt cheek, and chiropractic works wonderful. We do some adjusting, some physical therapy, we do some cold laser therapy in there to get it to heal really quickly, and in about 4 or 5 months, you're 100% again. Feeling great. Your neck doesn't hurt, no more tingling in the fingers, back is wonderful. You're back to your active, healthy lifestyle. Except, you notice that every time you walk in and you smell a vanilla candle, you get a little uneasiness in your stomach. You get a little tension in the back of your neck and your back just kind of tightens up and just don't feel right. You don't maybe associate it with that vanilla scented candle that you're using, but you just are kind of perplexed by, why am I feeling this way? It just doesn't feel, I feel off. And maybe you start to get a little even upset stomach, or your nose, you start to get a little mucus build up, so you get some congestion in your sinuses. You're having an allergy attack. Might not associate it with the vanilla scent. You might associate it with the tree pollen coming off the trees right now. You're confused. You come to me as a nutritionist. We work on it to fix it. The other thing that happens, you notice now every time you eat corn, corn's one of your favorite foods, you get again this tension in your back, in your neck, your stomach doesn't feel right. You get a little kind of irritated in your bowels. Maybe you have slight constipation, maybe you have loose stools, but it just doesn't go down the way it used to. So you just assume that, oh, I just can't tolerate corn anymore, I must have developed an allergy somewhere. You have never realized that your body imprinted the corn protein, the scent of the vanilla candle, all with this fight or flight situation in your nervous system, and it's storing it in a deep primitive part of your brain called the limbic system. So what do we do to fix that? What I used is an energy technique. It is based on Chinese medicine and acupuncture points. We don't do acupuncture needles though. And it is based on homeopathy. We use homeopathic vials that have substances in them, like in this example we would use corn or fragrances, for instance. And we stimulate specific acupuncture points, 21 of them, on the face, arms, and legs to, if you will, get the energy flowing again and tell your brain that it doesn't have to be scared of corn anymore, that it doesn't have to react to vanilla scented candles or vanilla scent anymore. And we do this with literally a couple, over 150 vials. There's a lot of allergens out there. And by doing this, we get your body to relax on things it's acquired or that have become irritating to it over the years based on in a polluted world, based on toxic food, based on poor diet habits, because you tend to eat something way more frequently than you should, and your body's developed a sensitivity to it. So we can help you with that. Does not require drugs, does not require even nutritional supplements. It does require a few office visits working on these acupuncture points along with a homeopathic vial and a cold laser or a tapping technique. So hopefully I've helped you understand allergies a little bit more and how you can actually get some relief from them without having to take Sudafed or over-the-counter drugs, which have terrible side effects and really mess you up in the long run. So this is Dr. D signing off. You can find us at Life Enhancing Wellness Centers on the web. My email, my contact information is there. There should be something showing up here pretty soon on the video. You all folks have a good night, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.